Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Professor E. Davis. Welcome to the San Francisco 49ers report for NinersRadio.com, and that the 2018 49ers schedule is finally out. It was open yesterday, last night. The schedule, 2018 San Francisco 49ers schedule, as the Niners will be playing. It's going to be a nice schedule. Three of the first four games will be on the road. They will also have five primetime games on the docket. And we look at the schedule, it's pretty much in week one, the Niners will take on the Minnesota Vikings at the U.S. Bank Stadium, the site of Super Bowl 52 back in February. And the Vikings are going to be pretty motivated to bounce back from after that loss in the NFC Championship game. And then week two, the Niners will play the Detroit Lions. They'll have the home opener out at Levi Stadium. Week three, the Niners travel to the America's Heartland, out to the Midwest. They'll take on the Kansas City Chiefs for an interconference game. That'll be a 10 a.m. start, the early game. Niners, by the way, will only have three. That's right, three early 10 o'clock Pacific time zone kickoff games. That'd be at 10 a.m. Week four, the Niners will have their second consecutive interconference game, back-to-back weeks, in fact. They're at Kansas City. Then they head down to the StubHub Center down in Carson City to take on the LA Chargers. I wish they were still the San Diego Chargers down at the Qualcomm Stadium, which is a bummer, playing in a 35,000-seat soccer stadium. Then in week five, the Niners will return to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And then week six, the Niners will travel to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers for Monday Night Football on ESPN. It'll be the first time the Niners will be taking on the Green Bay Packers. The last time those two teams hooked up on Monday Night Football, you got to go way back in 1999. The last time they played on Monday Night Football in Green Bay was back in 1996. Then in week seven, the Niners will take on the Los Angeles Rams, a big NFC West game. That will be week seven, 5:20 kickoff time on NBC, as Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, Mike Tirico, and the gang will give you that on the Sunday Night Football. Then week eight, it'll be in the desert against the Arizona Cardinals, and you can't sleep on the Cardinals. They're still going to be competitive. They still got the ageless wonder and future Hall of Famer Larry Fitzgerald. That's a 125 game on Fox. Then in week nine, the Niners will take on the Oakland Raiders in the Battle of the Bay for bragging rights of what could be the last game between these Bay Area rivals, as the Raiders, all intents and purposes, will be moving to Vegas in a couple of years' time. That's a 5:20 kickoff. Will be on NFL Network and on Fox. That'd be a great interconference matchup as John Gruden returns to the Bay Area. Then in week 10, the Niners will in week number 10, the Niners will take on the New York Giants on Monday Night Football on ESPN. It will be the second time in as many weeks or in over a month. The Niners at the midway point, they'll have they end up having back-to-back primetime games, weeks 9 and 10. One on Thursday, then they come back in week 10 after the mini bye. They'll have a 10-day mini bye. They'll be at 5:15 on ESPN, and that's going to be an advantage to the 49ers. And then right after that game, the Niners will have a bye week coming up. Week 11, they'll have the bye week. They'll have their full bye week. And then week 11, then they're back in action in week 12. They'll go down to the new Sombrero down at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. They'll take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's an early game kickoff on Fox. Week number 13 against the Seattle Seahawks. That's another primetime game on NBC. That will be a 5:20 p.m. kickoff time up at CenturyLink. Remember, the Niners coming in there have lost 11 of its last 12 to the Seahawks and 9 straight losses. So this year is things are going to something's going to have to give there. And then you look at the action. You look at that schedule between week 7, actually between week 6, 7, 9, 10 through 13. The Niners will be playing under the lights, and they're going to be playing five of the next 6 or 7 games will be played under the lights. They'll play the Seahawks at 5:20 on NBC. Week 13, Week 14, they'll play the Denver Broncos interconference matchup. That game, of course, John Elway, when John Lynch was a player, John Elway, the general manager. Both this is going to be a good game. That would be on CBS 5. That's going to be a 105 kickoff. Then Week 15, in fact, the Niners will have 3 consecutive home games, Weeks 14, 15, and 16. Denver 105 on CBS. Week 15 against Seattle, that will be on Fox. Week 16 on December 23rd, they'll play the Bears 105 on Fox. That'll be in the last home game of the regular season. And then on December 30th, will be against the Los Angeles Rams at the LA Coliseum. It will be for the second year in a row they'll finish off, or the third straight year they'll finish off the second year in a row they'll finish off the regular season finale in Los Angeles. That'll be a 125 kickoff time. That will be on Fox. That game could determine the NFC West title. And for all United faithful, single tickets currently are on sale right now. They start selling them between $89 to $650. Go to 49ers.com for more. We'll be out there for the draft next Thursday night down at Pier 29. NinersRadio.com will be there for all the news and so much more. So check out all the news for Niners news at 49ers.com and on NinersRadio.com. I'll be your reporting down there at the draft party down in Embarcadero in San Francisco. So that's going to do it from now. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis. Thank you for watching 49ers Update, previewing of the 2018 schedule. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis for NinersRadio.com. Go Niners.